couple of months ago on Carp TV, we got the full lowdown on the new goo from Ali from Korda. It's now available. It's out in 4 different flavours in 2 different types. You've got a power smoke and a bait smoke. Obviously Ali talked about the differences in those before. I've got a few here to have a look at today. We'll just say, you know, they've only been out a couple of months, but the results on this stuff have been astonishing. We're keeping an eye on it on Facebook and everything else, and it's definitely an edge that you've got to get on. I'll just show how it works quickly. Just going to make up a small bag of pellets. Now there are lots of different applications for this stuff. This is one of the ones I've been using. Right, raspberry plume. Just smells lovely, this stuff. Drop a few drops of that in the actual bag, and that will ensure that's nicely within the pellet. Just a little squeeze in there, drop that through, trying not to get in too much of a mess now obviously, so just tie a knot in that. It is a little bit messy, this gear, but it does wash off. There you've got a nice bag. Normally I'd thread that on, but just for demonstration purposes, just going to hook it on, like most people generally would anyway. It's the lazy way, really. And then once you've got that on there, actually get a bit on your hook bait as well, and then a little bit on the outside of the bag, and that'll ensure that you get a nice stream of it through the water column as it goes. It just so happens I've got a lovely clear margin right next to me, so if I drop that in, you'll see the goo starting to work. Now the raspberry plume tends to stick to the bait a lot more than the actual smoke, but you can see that just starting to rise up off there now. Look at that lovely red glow coming up off of that. It's sort of pretty much coated the hook bait, so you know that's going to be working for you for quite a long time. Right, this is the pineapple one, and it's got a bit more of a fluorescent colour this, so I just put a drop on that and chuck it in the edge. As you can see, you get this glow of cloud all around the bait, and as soon as you disturb it, you know, it comes up, and I'm sure that's part of the attraction. You know, fish come through and see that, disturb it a little bit, another fish will see it, and before you know it, you've got 3 or 4 fish going absolutely nutty in your swim. I'll just drop a couple of drops of the old tooty power smoke on the top there. And again, you know, look at the neon green colours and the way it reacts with the water. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. Obviously you can use these on zig rigs. I know the guys who've been spodding over zigs on the sort of prolific venues been absolutely bagging up with this stuff, and you can imagine it, you know, a huge great cloud in the area. It's just going to attract any of those fish and get them feeding in a real competitive manner. Even if you're floater fishing, you know, I've just put some on a little bag of floating pellets there, and again, you know, that cloud's going to hang around the surface, and maybe on them days where they're not really interested in having a floater, that might just grab their attention and make them want to feed.